Are we still here, waiting for the next explosion, in a terror-filled vacuum of patriotic wonder, waiting for the fireworks to end? Falling lifelessly as a casualty of the World Trade disaster, leaping from 100 stories hand in hand. Is it easier to die with someone else or alone in a long descent? I am lost in this lonely fall, drifting from emotion to emotion, dashing against beliefs to my horrific end. But it has not ended yet. It will not end, as all souls that die are born again. Isn't it said, somewhere in the universe between God and man, souls live in Elysium? Suspended from earthly ties, bonds of hatred and pain, paranoid hallucinations, and bonds to materialism. Somewhere in the darkness of rage, the eyes of Satan glow, drawing us closer to the fires of war and the oblivion of revenge. Far, far and further fall women and men into the abyss of sorrow and suffering, dashing downward in deceit, downward, dashing downward into despair. Far, far and further down into the darkest realm, where the eyes of Satan glow with glee at the total madness of warring humanity. War caused by mad demons on suicide missions, flying into towers with American souls on the fire breath of fear. Mouths of coward cultists howling Allah in the darkest possession of spirit, attacking the American soul, empowering jet engines by the horror of lives strangled in death's hold. Feel and smell the devil's breath blow, attacking the towers of the financial world with hatred, fire, dust, and smoke. Hear the laments and songs of men and women and their prayers for the missing. Hear and feel the nightmare, ending the dream of reason and the loss of American innocence. I'm sure my viewers know that controversy is part of the LA Steel tradition here. So this poem is called Blood Red. These are turbulent times of masterminds, plotting and waking dreams of revolution in a world at war, screams of adult victims and cluster-bombed children. Arabian nights lit up by fire as oil fields burn and pacifists ponder, imperialist powers negotiating oil rights disguised as liberators to plunder historic Eden. Freedom and liberty chased into flight, exiled with nomadic refugees, disguised as desperate women fleeing to Pakistan, Iran, and Jordan, where they will plot resistance and revenge. Blood-red streets of Baghdad, blood-red stains upon the souls of Muslims, blood-red stains upon the hands of an American president savoring blood-red wine with his meals in Washington. Blood-lusting demons of insatiable greed, brothers of the blood-red fraternity, join him at state feasts of blood-red meats and blood-red gravies, where they plot for power, money, chaos, corruption, world domination, genocide, deceit, war, and global destruction. Washington, D.C., where demons drink power and feast disguised as leaders of corporations, arm dealers, heads of state, lobbyists, and madmen, all members of the Christian right, blessed by their reverend. The Christian right blights the marbled halls of the Capitol as blood-lusting cultists revel at the murder of the sons of Saddam, lunatic hypocrites sing the national anthem, praising the American Revolution as they smile in contempt at the angry voices of millions of patriotic Americans. Congressional power, mad cultists elected by Republicans and Democrats mirrored their corporate constituents, representing America's darkest ambitions: cowardice, contempt, greed, vice, corruption, racism, bloodlust, cruel ignorance, incompetence, and indifference. They allow the blood-red radio and television of the conservative media to control the nations with lies and propaganda, censorship and commercialism. Public relations firms are glutted by media pundits and politicians desperately seeking their service of public deception. Revolution, 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 revolution. How loud must true patriots cry? Revolution, 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 or the dream of America will die.